Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to go over a review that I did on a product it's been like 7 or 8 months ago. It's the carpet shampooer that I got online. So like I said, I've had it now for 7 or 8 months, and I just want to do a quick review on it and tell you guys how it's been, how it's performed and handled and all that good stuff, and the cleanup, maintenance, and all that. So let's jump right in. And also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more of these types of videos in the future. So let's get right to it. So what I unboxed, it's been about 7 or 8 months ago, is this beauty. It's the Bissell Proheat 2x Revolution Pet Pro. There's another model of this that they offer. It's just the 2x Revolution. I think what makes this the Pro model is this clean shot feature that I went over in my other video under the unboxing. And what this is has a nozzle on the end here. So if you're going along shampooing your carpet and you see maybe a dark spot or some kind of stain, what you can do is it has this little button, like a little foot button here. You push on it and this will turn green at the top. The red will turn green, means it's shooting. What it does is it just shoots a blast of pure formula, whatever formula you use in the machine. It will shoot a blast of that on, it's about maybe 4 to 6 inches in front of the machine, and you can really soak the spot really well and let it sit for a little bit and then go over it. You do have to, when you depress this button, it starts coming out and it doesn't stop until you depress this button again to stop it. So that's a really cool feature. It's come in handy plenty of times with the dogs, throwing up or having accidents on the floor. I got an almost 4-year-old who loves to spill every drink that she has in her hand, and it seems like they're always like red ones or blue ones. So this machine will take all of that out as long as you get on it pretty quickly. The Bissell also has a variety of products that you can buy for the machine itself. Different kinds of formulas, like just regular carpet cleaning formulas. They have your pet urine eliminator formulas and antibacterial formulas, and they have a wide variety of stuff, and it's really cool. And they also have like pre-treat sprays that come in little spray bottles that you can go around and spray just hard to reach areas. So like I said, I've had this for about like 7 or 8 months now, and it has still running perfectly. I have had 0 issues with the machine. Here's a trigger nozzle, that still works great. It's still nice and tight. The handle is nice and tight, and it's just a very sturdy cleaner. Here's the clean water tank. It comes right off. Literally just pull it right off. It kind of locks itself in there. It's plainly marked. That was a close one. It's plainly marked on where to, let me see if I can catch that. You just fill it to the water line, and then the rest of it you fill with formula, whatever you're using. So it's pretty easy to get the right mixture. Bissell sells bottles that, slide in the back first. Bissell has bottles that you can connect directly to this cap here, and it's kind of just like a push on. You squeeze it till it fills up to the line. Or if you want to use their other formulas that doesn't have that special cap on the bottle, you can actually just take this off like the old ones and just fill it that way. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Really speedy when you use the bottle with that special top on it. I mostly see that on the antibacterial formula. So that's the clean tank. Down here It has your deep clean, then your express clean buttons, which work beautifully. Even on a deep clean, when I first started using this machine, I noticed that it wasn't putting out as much. It didn't seem like it was putting out as much formula and water as the old one that I had. And that was a little concerning because in my mind I thought, you know, more formula, more water, the better the cleaning. But that's not the case. It doesn't seem like it, but this does. It does use it pretty, not pretty fast, but you're definitely using water in the formula mixture, and it's definitely coming out. I can do a whole living room and my dining room. They're pretty big rooms. You know, doing a 2-pass method where I'm spraying forward and then spraying back and then move over and so on and so forth. So I can probably get like maybe a half hour out of a tank going over the same area twice, like spray one, spray back, going over, spray one, forward, spray back, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty good. This down here is the dirty tank, which is pretty cool because on the old one that I had, the clean water was in the bladder and the dirty water was around the bladder, and it was always like disgusted me that I had to mess with both of those and try to figure out how I was going to deal with it all. So this is cool. Once this is dirty, once it fills up with dirty water, it only fills up about halfway before it kicks on, that it tells you that it's full, makes a different sound, makes a higher pitch. So you just take this out after it's full, take it to the toilet or out in the yard, wherever you dump it, and the actual drain plug is right here. It's right on the corner. You just lift that out and just dump your formula. Just dump it out, dump all that dirty crap out. So that comes in really handy. Push it down, it seals itself. This does come apart for easy cleanup. This is the bottom of it. You can take this ring off. You can see it here. You just take that ring off and that hole inside there comes out in one piece. And to put it back together, you just match the arrows and just tighten it back down and then put the ring back on. I'm not going to do it right now. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. But yeah, it's very simple. Easy cleanup. And this thing stays clean itself. It has a filter here. Just got to clean that off every now and then. That's where the water shoots up, the dirty water up into here after it sucks it up. So it's easy just to put back in like that. And what I really like about this machine, what differs from the old one that I had, the other Proheat that I had, is the ease of getting to everything in here. The nozzle itself, it comes off just by you literally put your fingers in here and just like pry up on it, and then it comes right off. And it's easy cleanup. You just clean it all up here, get the hair. Sometimes there's carpet fibers and hair and all kinds of disgusting crap that gets matted down into the carpet. I don't care how clean you think your carpet is, you run one of this machine through there and it's going to pick up stuff that you had no idea was living down in there. And it's pretty awesome and disgusting. It's disgustingly awesome all in one. So this nozzle comes off here, and it exposes this part, the interior part. This is the actual where the spray comes out of the machine. Clean formula. It goes down here, and all these, this little bar here, is where it drops the formula down onto the brushes. And the brushes all turn, and they do their thing. So, and it's pretty cool because you can also remove this plastic piece. I'll do that here. And you just depress this button and that button. They actually say push right on them. So I'll try it with one hand. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but We'll see here. Yeah, there you go. Just push them both. It's a lot easier with 2 hands, but yeah, so you just push those down, pull this up, and this contains the clean shot spray nozzle. And these brushes on the sides are really awesome because they really do. I know that the Bissell, anything Bissell that you watch on YouTube, they claim that these brushes go along the edge, along baseboards or whatever you have, just along the edge of the wall. And they really do. They really flick stuff up and kind of push it under the cleaner. So it's really cool. This whole thing, I'm really super impressed with it. So that's that. This also likes to get a lot of hair and whatever gunk trapped on it. So you can just take this off, rinse it off, and wipe it down. What I like to dry that with is these blue shop towels that you can get like at AutoZone. They even got them at Walmart, but it's the actual shop towel brand. It's just a really, basically is a really strong paper towel. And that's what I use to dry up the nozzle and the spray part. Because if you use a regular paper towel to try to dry these off, a regular paper towel will tend to get stuck in some of these sharp areas, and then the paper towel tears, and it's just really annoying. So these blue shop towels, they're really heavy duty and they do not tear. You can just wipe all that clean, wipe it dry. Set these, you can put it right back on the machine like I do sometimes, or you can just set them on a towel on top of your washer and let them dry out like that. Another feature about this machine that I really love is this dual brush system that it has. 2 brush rolls. And let me tell you what, this thing will get out any stain or water. They just work really well, and they're, they're spring loaded, so they're just ready to go. So yeah, that's about it with the machine part. I'll show you the and then one other thing that I like about this machine is, before I move on, is just the fact that see how easy it was to put back together. It took like literally 2 seconds. So the one thing I like about this machine, one of the other many things that I like, is the fact that the hose that you use to attach all the attachments that come with it, the hose is not permanently attached to the machine. When you want to use the hose, you just flip this little door up and then you attach the hose right there. Because the other machine that I had, I would use it, I'd go around furniture, or it had the hose permanently attached to it. It'd go around furniture, or especially around my bed. Sometimes there'd be, a mess around my bed, or whatever it may be, or just getting the room, period. The hose would get caught on everything on the other machine. And that was so freaking annoying. It would just fall off all the time, and I had to wrap it back up, put it up. So this does not have the hose on it, and that is awesome. So I'll show you the attachments that came with it. These attachments, the stair tool attachment, this one I'll show you here in a minute, and the extra long hose, that's a 10-foot hose, do not come with it as a regular part of the machine if you were to buy it from any big box store like Home Depot or Walmart or any big box store like that. I ordered this machine off the Bissell, www.bissell.com. So when you do that through their site, at the time that I got the machine, they were offering a free the stair tool and the upgrade of the longer hose, which comes in really handy. So I'll go over these here in a minute, or actually right now. So this is just a normal brush that came with the machine. You plug it in the end of the hose, shoots formula out. Has the end of the hose has the button. You push the button, it shoots formula out, and you can really focus on one little area. And this suction on this the suction on this tool is amazing, and it has these brushes you can brush the stain out with. They're not super stiff and they're not super soft. It's a happy medium there, so it's definitely works. So that's one tool that came with it. This one came with it because I ordered it off the site, obviously, like I just told you. This is pretty cool because you can stick this corner like in the corner of the steps, you know, the stairs, and then use the flat part, this round edge, a little cutout here. You can get the head of the stair, you know, really clean that up really good. I've used this thing a couple of times on the stairs I have leading to our basement, and it's pretty awesome. There's nothing else to say, but it's really cool. So yeah, I came with this, which it normally does not, as a stock item in any of the big box stores. And I believe the machine comes with this. I'm not sure, you have to look online, but this tool, I've used it a couple of times. What it does is you hook it onto the end of the hose, clean whatever mess you have, and it all gets stuck in this little canister. So if it's like super gross, you know, maybe your baby leaked poop out on a couch, out of his diaper, or wherever in his crib, maybe the dog threw up, and you don't want to suck it up with your machine, attach the hose, attach this to the end of the hose, and everything will get stuck in this little cup. And you can just deal with it from this cup. You just basically twist the cup off here. Oops, slippery. Just twist that off, and you just deal with it here. And rinse that off, put it in the dishwasher, rinse it outside, whatever you want to do. So that's that for this. Really cool design, a really cool feature. These Bissells they really have the consumer in mind, pet owners, when they design this thing, hence the name. It comes with a measuring cup. I've never used that before because everything's really self-explanatory on the canisters. So that's a cool thing to have, I guess. And then it comes with the actual, they call it 2-in-1 pet upholstery tool. You can use this dry. It has these little rubber fingers that help pull the hair out of couches. If you let your animals jump on a couch, you have cats or dogs with long hair. We all know what a nightmare that is. So this thing is really cool, and this also catches all of the stuff in here. You could use this just dry or wet. And there's the two positions, the dry or wet. And I know a lot of us have couches that are really delicate, the fibers on there, and you wouldn't be able to use a tool like this on there and go back and forth over it a lot because it would mess up the fibers on the couch, kind of like fray them out. But you don't have to worry about that with these little rubber fingers. I mean, sure, you still don't want to concentrate on one area for an hour straight. Of course, it could mess up the fibers and make it look weird in that one spot. But you'll have less of a chance of doing that with this tool, because it's not. You control the aggressiveness on this, so this is less likely to do that to a couch, or maybe you're just trying to clean it, just because it gets used a lot. So this is a really awesome tool in itself. Two positions, dry and wet. You could use that in either one. Okay, and it also comes with this nozzle tool, which is really awesome. My old one did not come with this. You just stick this up in the if you look really closely here, this nozzle has a gap right in there where it sucks the water up. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little gap right where my thumbnail is. And there. So sometimes hair gets stuck inside there and it's almost impossible to get out if you didn't have some kind of tool. So that's where this comes in. This thing, you can actually insert it in that gap and then use it to capture the hair or the carpet fibers or whatever out of it. So it goes right inside there. And it's really thin, so it flexes. I don't know if you can see that. It flexes with the curve of the nozzle. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can get all that stuff out of there. Stick it in there and pull it out. Really easy. So, yeah. Yay, Bissell. And then, of course, the hose. That's a 10-foot hose. I'm not going to go over it too much in depth, but here's the end that you hook all the tools up to with the spray button on it. And then here's the end that goes down into the machine. Pretty self-explanatory. And there is the bag that you put all the hose and all the attachments in. It is mesh on the front, so whatever you put in there, you can see it from the outside and you know what to grab. So that's a pretty cool feature. So yeah, that's about it. My video is running longer than I wanted it to, but this is it. I definitely recommend this machine if you're on the fence about buying it or not. I know some people were that sent me messages. Just buy it. I've got my money way more than I ever dreamed of. Cleans just as good as any pro service that you can have come. I know a lot of people will debate that, but this machine is really awesome. I highly recommend it. It hasn't given me any ounce of problems at all. All the screws that are underneath, they use better screws than what like the Hoover machines do, so nothing is rusting on it. The motor is nice and strong. The sucking power is amazing, and it's really comfortable. It has a nice ergonomic handle here, and yeah, I definitely recommend this machine. So yeah, I'll end my video there. Like I said, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, please, and if you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you have any more questions, just put them down in the comments, and I'll get to them as fast as I can if you see them. So when I see them. So hope everyone's having a great day out there, and God bless you all. And think about subscribing to this channel if you like what you see. So I'll talk to you all later. Until next time.